And we are back, folks. Welcome to the second part of my Let's Play Mega Man X4 with
And I'm
RabbitSenseiGaming.
hello again. I am here with everyone, so that I could say hello.
So we're actually gonna be ballsy and take on Magma Dragoon first. You may notice a translation error here, the irregular hunters. That's actually what they're known as in Japan, the irregular hunters. And they forgot to take that out in this game. Whatever.
True.
So this is actually a pretty dangerous stage. You have
Yeah,
to...
I'm pretty sure they got the idea when they saw the spike ball coming up and then immediately fiery death coming from behind.
So, if you be very careful here, because if you get whacked by any of those fireballs, you're going in that pit. I recommend using the dash jump trick, which is a staple in the X series.
Yeah, I mean, X series would not be as good if you did not have the dash jump.
Now,
because without it, you're screwed.
Now, while Zero is very strong, he does have one major downside, and that is I believe he takes more damage than X. I'm not sure if that's in this game or in X5.
That is in both this game and X5.
Yeah, because as you can see, I'm already almost dead. But luckily, watch what happens here. Boom! I get all my health back.
Yeah.
One of the wonders of the PlayStation X games. So, same deal as before, just keep on dash jumping, you'll be A-okay.
Yep.
So, we're going to whack this ride armor. And, gonna whack this thing, because I don't like it, because I don't like you at all. Oh, shit.
That fiery boulder of death got a little close to your grits there.
Yeah, so now we got the ride armor. Ride armor, you know, it's always great. You can boost, jump, you can do all sorts of things with it. You can do a punch. I recommend not taking a lot of damage here, because we're actually going to take this thing to the boss. That's one of the main reasons why people go after this guy first, because the ride armor makes this a bit more bearable.
And fun fact for you, actually, in the new Mega Man X1 and 2 Legacy collections that are coming out, or I said that backwards. Mega Man Legacy Collections 1 and 2 for the X franchise that are coming out.
Yeah.
There is actually a trophy for beating Magma Dragoon with the ride armor.
Yep, because they're actually aware of that trick. Alright, so if you ever played Street Fighter, a lot of Magma Dragoon's moves will be very familiar to you. He does the Hadouken, he does Shoryukens. He's essentially the closest thing we'll get to a Street Fighter character in Mega Man. And he's tough as shit. He is easily the hardest out of all of the 8 Mavericks. His attack patterns are unpredictable. It's very, very hard to get used to his attack patterns. But lucky with the ride armor, we can actually potentially kill him. And ooh, I almost died there. But yeah, Magma Dragoon hits hard. If you don't have the ride armor with you and his health is like still at full, you're pretty much dead. Unless you're really good at dodging his attacks, it's really, really difficult to recover.
And this sort of looks familiar, doesn't it? You know, Red Reploid without its legs?
Yep. Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Which I don't really get why they're trying to foreshadow, since they didn't hide it all from the player that the main culprit is Sigma.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, Dragoon dies, but no one gives a shit about him. And we learn Ryu Engine.
Yeah.
Ryu Engine. So yeah, this is where Zero's gameplay differs from X. X, he just gets projectiles. Zero actually gets special moves, and some aren't even attacks. They're like special abilities you get, like double jumping and air dashing. So now that we got that, we're going to go after Web Spider. And the reason why we're going after Web Spider is because he has no weakness when it comes to Zero. I mean, normally he's weak to Slash Beast's weapon, but Slash Beast's ability for Zero is by far the worst in the game.
Yeah, I guess we'll get to that point when we get there, huh? Show the audience exactly what it is.
Yeah, and I actually I never showed off, but basically it's a really shitty... You basically do like you're supposed to dash and then press the attack button, but I find it to barely fucking work. And it only works on the ground, so considering Web Spider is up there in the air 90% of the time, it's pretty much impossible to hit him with it.
Yeah, that and most of the time we spend in the air in general in this game because dash jumping.
Yeah.
And platforming.
Yeah, so it's a really shitty... I actually take on Slash Beast last just for that fact, because it's such a shitty weapon.
I do like the fact that some of the enemies, whenever you're fighting them as zero... Oh, that was a dirty trick they played on you there.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that whenever you're playing as zero, some of the enemies actually split in half whenever you defeat them instead of just exploding.
Oh, yeah, that's epic. It gets even more epic in the Zero series. So yeah, just dash, jump, dash, jump, dash, jump. That's the majority of this game.
Yeah.
These fish robots with the pikes are annoying.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's a thing of, all right, I got this pike. I'm going to get you. Let me just turn my back to you so you can come up and stab me.
Alright, so here, I'm just going to say fuck you to the enemies. Just going to do this. Boom. Kills them all instantly.
Yeah. That's something that actually started just happening since Mega Man X4, actually, I believe, because they do that later on as well, where there's a door you have to destroy in the other X games.
Oh, got hit there. So yeah, it's a very tame stage. If you want to take on Web Spider first, by all means, he's one of the easiest Mavericks in the game. The only reason why I'm taking this second is because with the Re-Engine ability, we can get some items here.
True. And another thing for the... Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that those little hives back there that were summoning the bees or the, assholes with wings.
Yeah.
If you're hurting for health while you're playing a zero, that is a really good spot to farm HP.
Right. Alright, so here we're going to use the Re-Engine. And boom, Heart Tank. You know the drill. Heart Tanks increases your life. Makes you last longer.
Yeah. And question X and Zero's life choices whenever they start a new game and suddenly have their lower base health again.
Yeah. So I'm just going to bum rush here through that electric barrier. And now we're going to fight Web Spider. Now, Web Spider doesn't have a weakness because, as I said before, Slash Beast's ability is useless against him because it can only be used on the ground. So we're just going to have to fight him the old-fashioned way.
Aye.
Which isn't too difficult because Web Spider is one of the easiest bosses in the game.
Most certainly.
Zero, I've been expecting you.
Spider, you work for the...
No, I know where my loyalties lie. So yeah, Web Spider is very, very easy.
Yeah.
To be honest, occasionally shoot a web at you. You can easily dodge it by using dash jumps.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is basically all he does. He'll just pop in, fire spider shot at you, and then pop back out.
Yeah. And the funny part is his second phase, which, spoiler warning, bosses have second phases. But yeah, whenever they go into their second phase with their big attack, this guy right here, your best bet is just to stay on the ground because the giant web in the background that he's on does not do anything to you.
Nope. So here's the second phase. I think this is the first time we actually experienced this in the Mega Man X game. So he'll be actually kind of reminiscent of the spider boss from the first X game. He'll launch spiders to the ground. They're not too difficult to take out. And then he'll just go all over the place.
Yeah.
Again, not much harder. I mean, he'll move a bit faster, but really it's basically the same shit as the first phase. And boom, he's gone.
Yeah. You know, for Mega Man X4, I'm surprised they actually didn't do completely different boss weaknesses whenever it came to Zero's weapons.
Nah.
Since, he gets completely new attacks.
Yeah, he does. There are certain bosses that actually, there are certain abilities that are semi weaknesses to bosses in this game. Like here's Raijin Geki, which is really good against Magma Dragoon and Slash Beast.
Yeah.
Ironically, Raijin Geki is great against Slash Beast, even though Slash Beast is supposed to be weak to Web Spider, but whatever.
Yeah.
So here we have Frost Walrus. By far is the easiest boss in the game.
Yeah. And honestly, while he looks cool... did not mean that pun, but I'm not taking it back. But while he looks cool, I do think they could have done a lot more with him, based off of his design.
Yeah. Alright, so this is the ice stage, and it's pretty easy. Use the engine to get that heart tank up there.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's something I was actually thinking about. The Ryujin, you think that would have been Web Spider's weakness for Zero because it's an upward strike, and Web Spider's always up in the air.
Yeah, but no, that's not the case apparently.
Hmm.
Alright,
Maybe
so,
if a fan wants to modify the game, you know, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, watchers, viewers, hackers, modders.
So, yeah. Just keep on moving. Watch out for the spikes, because they are instant kill. And yeah, just keep making your way down.
I remember the first time I played X4 and I saw the ceiling spikes start falling. I was terrified those were going to be instant kill as well, just because of how things were going.
That would be ridiculous. So in this part, just don't fear about dropping down. There's always going to be a platform here to help you out. Just calmly make your way to the floor. There you go.
Yeah, that part actually reminded me. Oh, go ahead.
We got our first sub boss.
Chill Penguin.
Hey, Chill Penguin. So this sub boss is very easy. You have the engine. You can just decimate him within seconds.
Holy crap. You know, I never used the Ryu engine against him, but yeah.
Yeah, again, Zero is very, very broken if you know how to use them.
Yeah. Yeah, whenever I was playing this, my first time through as Zero, I just slashed things normally. I didn't even bother with the special moves. But
so here's the second part of the stage. It's a whole bunch of ice and a whole bunch of bombs. You do not break the ones with bombs, or they will hurt you. Now, there is something called a weapon tank here, but honestly, there's really no point to getting it because energy is so easy to come by, and there's an upgrade in X's stage, in X's playthrough with Split Mushroom that completely defeats the purpose of that weapon tank.
yeah, because I can't remember what it's called, but essentially makes it to where you can have almost infinite
This is what I'm
weapon
talking
energy,
about.
right?
There's the weapon tank. It's honestly not worth it. Don't worry. I just get it for completionist sake. Okay, so kill this bird. Otherwise, it's gonna freeze the whole area and makes everything slippery, and you do not want that.
Now, I mean, unless of course you enjoy just jumping everywhere and not moving as soon as you land.
Yeah. So yeah, just keep pushing forward. And eventually we'll get to the boss.
Yeah, I'm thinking...
I really like how this game looks graphically.
Oh yeah, most certainly.
It is a major step up compared to the Super Nintendo games.
Yeah, and I will say that I do think that during that entire segment right there, the viewers actually got to see what we meant by this game being so much easier than the other X franchise games.
I just went through all that, and I still have all my health.
Yeah.
Here is Frost Walrus. What's
that's right.
blonde kid up to? I don't have time for you, Junior. Oh my god.
Oh god. Every time I see this guy as well, I always just think of the one from Mega Man 8 going, I will crush you. I will beat you. Just because he has the same body type.
Yeah, it's literally the same thing as Frostman. So Frost Walrus, piss easy boss. piss easy boss. Even, especially with the weakness. So he's gonna try and make a ice tower here, but yeah.
It matters not, for he shall die.
Pathetic boss. Easiest one in the game. You have trouble with Frost Walrus, I don't know what to say to you.
Yeah, I mean, Chill Penguin is harder than that guy.
So by defeating Frost Walrus, we get...
a thumbs up.
But we get... I'm trying to remember the name. Hyoretsuzan, which is basically a downward sword strike.
Yeah, and I thought I knew crazy names in Japanese. This is even crazier than Namakakiryu and a Hirameki.
So tune in next time as we take a look at Jet Stingray's stage. Ugh!
Good luck!